Welcome everybody to Very Important Geeks, and today we're going to look at the GK104 by Skyloong, and they sent over this long boy box. So let's check it out. So in the box you get card, you get USB-C cable, not braided, not coiled, but okay, USB-C to USB-A, not bad. You get extra switchies. And these switches in particular are the KTT Rose Pink switches. You get some extra fun keycaps, like this space bar has got some funky graphics on it. You get keycap and switch puller, great. You get an extra stabilizer for a space bar, just in case you want to change it out. They also give you some replacement pads for the switch areas if you need to make a different arrangement for your space bar. So that's neat. You get dongle. And of course you get the plastic cover. And before you think I forgot, you also get the keyboard. Ooh, check it out. You can see this is the reason why they call it the 104. It is the full ginormous board. And you get screen, knob, screen, knob, screen. It's a lot of screens, lots of knobs. So if you like screens and knobs, this is a great board. Let's do a bit more of a deep dive into it. The GK104 has a 100% layout, is hot swappable, top gasket mounted, works on Mac and PC. It is a tri-mode keyboard with wireless, wired USB-C, and Bluetooth connections. It has up to 6 customizable knobs, a 2-inch TFT LCD screen, a calculator screen, and an 8,000 mAh battery. Let's do a sound test. Now, let's talk about the peculiarities of this board. Peculiarity number 1, the sub-legends are interesting. The legends themselves are fine, but if you look at the sub-legends, they are upside down characters. And you would think, oh, okay, maybe I could flip these keycaps around. So yeah, if you try to do that, you'll get a regular C, a regular R, a regular V, a 6, a K, upside down 2 still, a backwards 6, maybe it's an A. So very interesting. I don't know if that's just decorative, part of like the printing theme, but I haven't been able to figure out if those actually do anything useful. I think they're just for shits and giggles. Another thing about the legends, I think they're just a tad too large, because you get some keys like the F11, F10, F12, where the right padding, there's like no margin and it's just getting right up against there. And that's just a little uncomfortable for me. I would prefer things to be a little like nice and centered. So I think if they just bump down the font a couple of sizes, they could fit everything on there without having to like run up to the edge. But otherwise, like these are double shot PBT keycaps. So the shine through legends on the side there, the side printed shine through legends, which is a really interesting thing. Those are the double shot part. But I think the legends and the artwork and colors on top are just printed. Peculiarity number 2. The screen that's on this keyboard is super cool. You can scroll through a couple of functions there. It shows you sort of like a type graph of your input. It shows you your settings, and it's got this picture of Ruby on there. Now you can change it out. You can put in a GIF or a PNG or a JPEG. I think 320 by 240, I think, are the dimensions, but otherwise, like, you have to take out the screen, which I'll do right here. You can just pop it right out. right there. And on the side, there's, I don't know if you could see it right there, is the USB-C. Now, once you plug this in, it should show up as a sort of a USB volume, but you have to download a separate software, not the same software that allows you to like reprogram the keys, separate software just for the video, which is not my favorite. I wish they either built it into the other software for programming and customizing your keyboard layout, or just be able to treat this like a USB and just like load pictures and stuff on it, but you have to use the software. And unfortunately, the software is only available for Windows and not Mac. So I'm out of luck. I can't change anything. I don't have a Windows machine. I'm fully Mac, but I wish that could be a little bit better, but interesting. Now, peculiarity number 3, the sounds. And I know what you're saying. All keyboards make sounds. Sure, but does your keyboard make this sound? Or this sound? There are like 7 different sounds that you can run through, and that happens on every keystroke, which is weird. It's interesting. It's a neat feature. Like I can see that being kind of fun for a little while, but I don't think I'd want that all the time. Fortunately, you can turn that off. Function and 0 will turn it off. And then you get just the regular keyboard sounds, which sounds fantastic. They put in a lot of sound dampening and foam and stuff in here, and it's heavier than it looks. Like you would think something like this would feel super light, but between the 2 batteries and all the foam and stuff that they've put inside, it's really solid. There's no like rattling or anything. Peculiarity number 4. There are pieces of this keyboard that will come off. For example, these. Now this is made to sort of hide the dongle, which is cool. This is just, I guess, a little protector bezel for the screen. It'd be neat if you can get these in different colors. Maybe you could customize your board a little bit more, but they just sort of magnetize in place. Not good or bad, just interesting. Another peculiarity, this keyboard has a dedicated calculator in it. This whole numpad and the screen above it, normally it'll show what mode you're in, Mac or Windows, the date, and how much battery percentage you have left. But if you turn on the little switch on the side, it turns it into a dedicated keyboard mode, or not keyboard, a dedicated calculator mode. So the numpad will not only read out what you put in, if you have the volume and the voice turned on.
5 plus 9 equal.
But it will also just do calculations like a regular keyboard. So final thoughts on the GK104Pro. If you go to Skyloong's website right now, you can get it anywhere between $100 and about $140, depending on the configuration, depending on sales and all of that. At the time of this video, I think this version that I got is $140, but even so, for $140, you get so much keyboard. You get all the screens, the functions, the knobs, the cool print job, the easy to replace battery, the triple mode connectivity. There's so much going on in here that I'm boggled at how they're able to sell it for as much as they do, but it's a great deal, and if that is up your alley, if you are more of the gamery type, you like this aesthetic, I think this keyboard is a fantastic deal. So go ahead and pick it up. I'll leave a link in the description below. Oh, and by the way, special news. If you guys are interested at all in Topra keyboards or electrocapacitive keyboards, my buddy and fellow geek Clever Keybs is coming out with his own line of keyboards, are making EC kits for popular keyboards as well. And we'll be doing a deep dive on the process, the things that we've done along the way, the design, show off some prototypes. And if that does interest you, I'll put a link to the Discord down below so you can join it and stay up to date. And that about wraps it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Geek out.